Hello everyone, this is Isaac and it has been a week since the 2022 Miss Universe pageant and I just wanted to give you a few thoughts. I have jotted them down so you will see me look down at my notes because it is very important to me that I make sure that I say the right information to you. So I hope you don't mind. So I thank you in advance for bearing with me. For me, I've been a part of the Filipino community for over 20 years. And I know pageantry is a huge part of Filipino culture. Families gather around and they watch the pageants and they scream and jump and it's a time of celebration. And so I just want to take a few moments just to look back at this year's contestant. The amount of training, social media presence, wardrobe, and Q&A training is mind-boggling. Why? Because the Philippines has it down to a science. To see that formula not work in this new era of Miss Universe is rather thought-provoking. So I just have four rather large points that I just wanted to point out to you. Okay, so number one, Celeste Cortesi is absolutely gorgeous. The Filipinos did not go wrong by choosing her as their candidate. But is that enough when Miss Universe is looking for a transformational leader? From my understanding, she advocated for protecting indigenous people's land as a real estate agent, but I didn't see much of that advocacy taking place in the months leading up to the pageant, and that is a problem, okay? So it sort of begs the question, was that advocacy real or was it for just a show? There was no real substance when it comes to the advocacy, and there was a lot of media presence, but it was all about the fashion, about the dress of the day or whatever, instead of being about the advocacy. But when an organization is talking about transformational leadership, who is she leading? And I think that was the question for me. Well, point number two is this. Miss Universe was looking for authenticity. Celeste Cortesi is absolutely authentic when she talks about her mom and how she enjoys representing the Philippines in her previous interviews. But I'm just not sure that authenticity played out to the judges, possibly in the behind the scenes interviews. Maybe she's too reserved, and that's not what Miss Universe is looking for. Maybe that conviction didn't show up. And again, I guess we'll see here very shortly. I think in February, they are going to release some of the behind the scenes videos. So I think that's going to come into play. My third point, and again, thank you for bearing with me for looking down. I just want to make sure I get my points correct. I said it earlier, but I'm going to say it again. The Philippines has pageantry down to a science, or so they thought. The walk, the talk, the look, absolutely no one can beat the Philippines when it comes to the training. But in this new era of Miss Universe, will that training be effective? Should they choose candidates with a stronger record of advocacy? Candidates from other countries probably did not have the same training as the Philippines, but maybe during the closed door sessions, their interviews and the like of the other candidates emerged as being more transformational than Miss Philippines. There is a saying, know when to peak. But is this strategy the best? Based on Celestes' performance, according to some, it was a bit lackluster. She lacked energy, and some complained that her dress was not spectacular. The expectation of a candidate from the Philippines is astronomically high, and I think probably her performance left a lot to be desired when you talk to a lot of different but people that know pageants better than me, okay? So my last huge point is it's about cyberbullying, okay? I am not going to single out a single country at all, but a former Miss Universe from the Philippines, Pia, said, think before you click. And I so totally agree with what she said. I think it's quite possible that many passionate pageant fans and bloggers clicked before they thought about how their messages would be received. And I am on purpose reading that verbatim because I want to make sure that you receive my message correctly. On finals night, Miss Universe had a whole segment on cyberbullying, and even the president of Miss Universe, Paula, stated a country's fans' behavior could be reflective of the country. That can be viewed as positive or negative. Everyone knows that the Philippines has very enthusiastic fans. You can see that all over social media. But I think sometimes that passion leads us to talk about other candidates, talk negatively about them. We don't know if maybe some of our passionate fans impact Celeste's mental health, or the pageant's zero tolerance for cyberbullying. I just think we all need to be mindful of what we post on social media. And I would say I love the fact that fans in the Philippines are passionate. They have been very good to us here at Hi JR Sings and our YouTube channel. And so in advance, I just want to say thank you for that passion. I may get some negative comments, and I'm okay with that because I stand by what I say here. In closing, Celeste Cortesi is awesome. She trained for months and represented the Philippines with pride. We all have opinions, even myself, but we have to remember that she's a human being, and let's send her lots of positive energy. I would say this. I would say the Philippines probably need to recalibrate. And I think besides the emphasis on the look, the talk, and the walk, we also need to place an emphasis, or maybe a heavier emphasis, on those transformational leadership qualities, because it looks like in this new era that's going to be huge. Is the Philippines still a pageant powerhouse? Most definitely. But Miss Universe 2022 just reminds us that not making it into the top 16 is not a failure. It is an opportunity to recalibrate and transform into a new era of pageantry. So I would love to hear some of your thoughts. Please, if they're negative, please say it in such a way that it doesn't attack me. And really, I don't really care. But I would love to hear some of your thoughts about maybe what I've said. In addition, maybe you have some additional thoughts that you'd like to say. I would love to read those comments. So again, all of you Filipinos that have just been gracious to us over the years, I just want to say thank you guys so much. And I still love my Filipino family, and I love you guys. So if you like what I've said, be looking for more content on Hi JR Sings. Peace out.